Yeah, good day, viewers. Welcome to yet another exciting episode of Flight Realities. And today we'll be talking more on things that are not closely related to flight or aviation today per se, but we'll be making our discussions on 5 basic key things you need to know about YouTube. You see, for now, I've been in this aviation business for some years now, and I decided to come up with a YouTube channel for that. But as my journey continues to propel, I discovered that there are certain things that new YouTubers like myself needs to put into consideration before you can even start measuring your success. And this is one key thing that I'll be wishing to, dish out to my viewers today. So I think I'm just going to start with the first. Number one, copyrighted contents. You see, new YouTubers tend to want to, brainstorm on the kind of contents that their channel will be hosting at every particular point in time. I know as a new YouTuber, you want to test the waters, you want to test a lot of things and see what works for your channel. And mind you, because we know that we just have like just 1% of the community that can attest to the fact that one particular video propelled their channel to that YouTube monetization criteria level. But this doesn't work for everybody. And then you now begin to see new YouTubers bringing on different type of content, testing different type of contents, going to different type of social media, trying as much as possible to reframe or to, repackage the contents that other YouTubers have, posted on their channel. Well, there are a lot of ways to go about this. And for you to be able to start copying someone's work, there are several things you must consider. And one of those things, one, is you must have a valid license, or you must have obtained permission that YouTube recognizes so that you can be able to use such contents on your channel. And how do you even use it is even another thing that you should also think about. You don't just copy somebody's full-fledged video and then upload it back on your channel. And of course, then you now start, getting the views out of those channels. By the time a strike comes, all those things won't count anymore. So what you want to do is to repackage that content. And how do you repackage it? You have to put in some work. And one of these things is to come up with some educational kind of commentary or something that people could learn, or you express your view to a significant level, not just, saying one or two words or sentences and then stopping. No, YouTube measures your reactions. They measure, the level of impact you are pouring on that particular content. And of course, once you are able to do that, then of course, sometimes the algorithm notices the copyrighted content, but it won't issue you a strike or a warning. So this is how you can safely use somebody's content. Now I'm going to use myself as an example. There were some series of videos that I got from Boeing's channel, Airbus channel, Embraer's channel. And I brought in those videos together and I did some narrative on those videos, pour in my views about what I think concerning manufacturers of aircraft, and then, give a constructive discussion about that. And I even had, people's view on that particular video. You can check out that video here. So while you do that, YouTube begins to understand that, okay, you are only contributing to that particular content rather than, copying, making it obvious that you're copying. Then number two, adhering to the community guideline. Adhering to YouTube's community guideline. See, there are a lot of things when we talk about community guideline, it stems from even the terms of use that YouTube has highlighted. I'm going to be displaying it now on the screen. You'll be seeing just some basic highlights on how you should be particularly intentional on your type of content that you provide. Does your content, violate YouTube terms of use? Does it, violate any clause that YouTube has put in place for your use? So you need to consider all these things, and it stems in from your title to your tags to your hashtags to even people you mention on the video and the kind of words you use. In fact, YouTube is striving to ensure that the YouTube community is safe for use. It is actually safe, completely safe. And that is why I feel they have zero tolerance in some of those violations. And when we begin to see some of those violations, of course, we know what it means. And then, how do you circumvent or maneuver the violations of its terms of use? One, get yourself acquainted to the YouTube terms of use. Trust me, I've been a victim. Get yourself acquainted, reacquaint yourself. In fact, acquaint yourself with the YouTube terms of use so that you will know when you are really violating the YouTube's community guideline. Am I making sense? Thank you very much. Number 3, another thing you need to know about YouTube. The moment you violate their guidelines or you violate their community guidelines or the terms of use, they might issue you a warning. And if they issue you a warning, you will be mandated to take a YouTube training that will last for like 15 minutes or so. And the warning will be reflecting on your dashboard for the next 90 days after you have, taken the training. And then you take the test. After the training, they will give you tests to write. It's, just more or less objectives. And then, if you fail, you'll be mandated to retry until you pass. Why are they doing that? They want you to get yourself acquainted with their guidelines. And it stems from my number 1 and 2 discussion, how you use the people's content, how you interact with people, and how you go about your thing. Now, I'm also going to give you a practical example from my own experience. And I think my own violation came from a particular shot that I was using. And one of the particular shots that I used, that shot really did not really perform well. I can't really remember how much. I know I had more than 1,000 views on that shot. The shot was completely somewhat blocked. But where the blunder happened was when I tried to live stream the shot. And then I got an email from YouTube that a warning has been issued through my YouTube channel. And I was like, me that I'm trying to avoid, having issues with YouTube. And then it will shock you to know that some of these YouTubers that we watch their videos, they don't really tell us the deep truth, And I followed one of the advices from one of the YouTubers where they told you that you can actually get contents from other social media platforms like Instagram. And then basically it was just Instagram. And then when you bring it onto YouTube, you rebrand it, you recapture it, and then you upload it, and then YouTube will not issue you warning. Yeah, of course, it's true. They won't. But just for the while. You might just be enjoying the ride, enjoying the views you get, the subscriptions you get. But just one day out of the blue, YouTube will strike you down, like bring you down. So my brothers and sisters all over the world, you need to be really, 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 really acquainted with this. And that is why I'm stressing it. And these are some of the things that might probably bring a lot of YouTube beginners in 2025. And that is why I'm stressing on this, right? Yeah, thank you. Number 4, YouTube has just increased the duration for shorts from 60 seconds to 3 minutes. From 60 seconds to 3 minutes. That's about 180 seconds. So since YouTube have done that, we are really not sure how the algorithm will be behaving. However, it is important to not give the algorithm the wrong impression about your channel. Trust me, I think I'm currently suffering on this, and it has really impacted me. Yeah, because I got a lot of, in fact, I clocked the 1,000 subscription mark due to some of the shorts that I posted in my channel. In fact, I enjoyed views. I got a particular shot got me up to, in fact, I got up to 500,000 views, over 500,000 views on that shot. And I've gotten over 1.1 million views in my channel entirely, although it has not really added to my long form hours have accumulated. I'm still currently at 2,000 plus, almost 2,100 hours, watch hours for my long form content. And because of that, YouTube has, the algorithm has really looked at my channel like a short inclined channel. So, and that is not my goal. And most of my subscribers came in from that short. which means by the time I post long form content, what happens to my views? I'll be suffering to gain views. I'm proud to that breakthrough of over 500,000 views. I used to enjoy some significant amount of views on my long content. At times, like 3 weeks to a month ago, I got like 3,700 views from one of the videos that I posted on my channel. You can also check that here. So why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this so that you won't make that same mistake. And I believe that it's the same across a whole lot of social media platform, specifically about specifically YouTube itself. And that is why you need to be very, very conscious, creating your goal and be patient. See, be patient. I know my watch hours might reset to zero again, but I think it's good to make that mistake and understand that mistake, and then bring my channel to grow into that particular goal. And but if eventually I'm able to clock 4,000 hours, before the end of my 12 months, since the inception of this channel, then I think that'll be fine for me. But any which way, whichever way, I'm okay. And that is why I want you to put in that work and put in that patience. You see, as an aviation enthusiast running an aviation channel, I've learned a lot of things the hard way. Sometimes these misconceptions and lack of patience you get, and this misinformation that you get from other YouTubers digesting information without really knowing the adverse effect, could significantly affect your channel as a beginner. And that is why I don't want you, my community members, to make that same mistake. And then finally, the fifth item on my list that I want you to have in mind for 2025 about running a YouTube channel is consistency. Yeah, consistency. See, a lot of YouTubers have been saying this in a lot of channels. You need to be consistent. Consistency could be viewed in so many lenses. It could be viewed in terms of your number of times you post per week. It could be viewed in the quality of content you upload, how consistent are your quality. It could also be viewed in, the amount of work you put in to ensure that you meet the viewers' expectations in the type of messaging that you craft while making the productions of your content. And these are some of the things that consistency means. But so unfortunately, a lot of us have viewed consistency in looking at the time or the number of time that we post on YouTube. So if you can change that notion and then allow the algorithm to understand your kind of channel, allow the algorithm to pick up on what your channel is and find the right audience for you, then my friend, you'll be doing the right thing. And I think that has worked for me in some time past, but I did that because of the workload of other things I got to do. I'm a married man, and at the same time, I have a lot doing, and it's not really easy keeping up with productions and all that. So this, my friend, is the 5 key things that I want you to know concerning YouTube for 2025. So I wish you the very best of luck, and also wish me the very best of luck, I say, because I need to really clock that 4,000 watch hours so that I can begin to get things to support this channel and subsequently do the flight reviews. Last upper week, I did an updated flight review on Max Air, and the notions has significantly changed from the August review I did on that airline. I flew the airline all the way from Yola to Abuja, so why not just find that particular video here, click on it, and enjoy the ride with me. So until next time, again, I see you back on my screen. Please keep watching, like this content, subscribe if you're yet to do so, and of course, you can share with your friends. So until next time, I remain Joseph Kabulu. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.